means to the Lakers?
It means, I mean, look, AD's got to come back. He can't just not. But AD doesn't have to be 100%. Now they're going to get out of the West. And part of that's going to be because what happens over the next month. This Lakers squad did not have enough to win very many games, as we could see, right? Schroeder is their best player by far, and they just don't have enough firepower to win. And LeBron and AD are going to be out for a while longer. What Andre Drummond can do in the meantime, guys, he's probably going to average, just walking onto the club, 20 and 15, right? Something like that, because where's the scoring going to be from?
At least 15.
Yeah, he grabs a lot. So, like, I don't want to, I know advanced analytics can tell you, but his impact on the game is limited because of X, Y, and Z. But he can play basketball. He's good at basketball, and he's big. So you have not a 7-footer, but somewhere in that area of a guy who can score and rebound and help keep your head above water while you're waiting for the superstars to get back. That'll improve their record. And then when they do get back, Drummond either gives you great minutes as a backup 5, or you play AD at the 4 with Drummond at the 5, and you have twin towers. The Lakers will get out of the West, provided AD's at least 80% of what he normally is.
I totally agree with you there. There's no argument here in that regard. Let's understand something. Andre Drummond is a career 13.8 rebound per game player. 13.8 for his career. For his career. I'm looking at his numbers, Max. This dude has been in the league 10 years. The only time he has not averaged double digits in rebounds is his rookie year. The only time. The only time.
He messed around, get you 17 boards a game.
This dude is a rebounding machine. And so when you look at it from that perspective, and a career 53.8% shooter from the field, shot about 49% in his 2 years with the Cavs. But, you know, he plays around the basket. He ain't trying to take jump shots or anything like that. Rebounds, putbacks, that's what his specialty is. So when I look at it from that perspective, and your primary offensive players is LeBron James, along with Anthony Davis, and you're kicking it out to shooters, and you have a guy like this dude who's capable of giving you cleanup duty. And oh, by the way, of the 13.8 rebounds he's averaged in his career, Max, offensive rebounds, 4.7. 4.7. Right. So you're talking about a guy the extra possessions cleans up. That's a huge, huge deal, particularly when you consider the number one team in the West right now is the Utah Jazz with Rudy Gobert. When you've got that as a consideration, when you've got the Joker as a consideration in Denver, when you've got Nurkic coming back and what have you, if you've got an additional big body, somebody who's physical and prioritizes rebounds, and getting you extra possessions, and more importantly, limiting other teams from getting possessions because he's snatching those boards. That puts more pressure on opposing offenses to be more efficient against the Los Angeles Lakers, coached by Frank Vogel and his elite staff, whether it's Hollins and Phil Handy and the rest of the crew and Lionel Hollins and those boys. The bottom line is you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, and I definitely think the acquisition of Drummond secures them coming out of the West for this season, assuming that Anthony Davis is going to be about 80% or better.
Especially after Denver makes a move, and there are other teams that make moves. But there's another way to look at it that's kind of like from a broader perspective. The Lakers didn't have enough starting caliber players.
Yep.
They have two superstars, Schroeder, and no one else is really a starter. KCP is not quite a starting caliber player. Mm-hmm. He doesn't do any one thing well enough to start, right? Does a lot of things well enough to come off your bench. Kuzma's not a starting quality. Like, he's a rotation piece for sure.
Right.
I'm not dissing him. Like, he can play, but he's not a starter in the league. Drummond's a starter in the NBA. Yeah. And Schroeder's a starter. Now, all of a sudden, you look at the Lakers and you go, it's not just that they have two super-duper stars. Right. They have other guys who are starting caliber in their rotation. Montrezl Harrell.
Here's what makes it interesting. They're sending a message. You're not beating us in the interior. You're not doing anything against us. If you're going to beat us, it's going to have to be from the perimeter. Yep. Now, we look at the Clippers. For the most part, they're a perimeter team. We look at Phoenix. We look at Utah because of their ability to shoot threes, even though you got Royce O'Neal and Rudy Gobert anchoring their defense on the perimeter and in the interior. Offensively speaking, even though Rudy can give you something, they're primarily a shooting team. You're going to have to be able to hit perimeter shots in order to beat the Lakers. I don't believe that's going to be enough to beat LeBron James and Anthony Davis unless you are Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving.
So
that is the only shot as far as I'm concerned, that anybody's going to have to take out the Lakers.
Yeah, like what someone brought this up. I'm trying to remember who it was on the radio, my radio show, Max Kellerman Show, 2 p.m.
Yes,
Eastern.
2 p.m. Eastern
ESPN
time.
Radio. Yes.
2 to 4, right? 2 to
That's
4
right,
Eastern time, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes. LeBron and AD cause such matchup problems for everyone because you take a guy, you mentioned Royce O'Neal, excellent defender, right?
Excellent.
The problem with LeBron and Rudy Gobert, the problem with LeBron and AD is that's not a matchup for LeBron and AD. These dudes are 6'8" and 6'11". And you need O'Neal to be 6'9" or 6'10", and you need two of them against the Lakers. The Drummond move is a strong move post-deadline for a team like the Lakers to make. I think it solidifies them in the West.
Get it. Drummond has 44 20-20 games, guys, 29 more than anyone else since he entered the league. The Lakers did drop to 4th in the West right now over the weekend. We got plenty more to come here on First Take. Of course, we're going to talk about the tournament, fellas, but don't go anywhere because we got the new UFC heavyweight champ joining us. Francis Ngannou is coming up. Plus this, Alvin Kamara blasting the NFL for something he calls dumb as hell. What is the Saints superstar? All sorts of fired up. Find out next right here on First Take.
Here's the bottom line.
It's damn near a fireable offense.
By hook or by crook. When it's mattered most, he's been ice cold.
You can huff, you can puff, but you ain't blowing nobody's house down this way. They're saying it's anti-competitive. They're like, you can guess who some of those are.
Both
They're like this.
salty.
They text me. That's what we do now. That's what I'm saying.
That's why Kawhi didn't go to the Lakers. Kawhi tried to compete against LeBron.
That might make that. I might have to rethink Kawhi because.
Speaking of the number 5.
Yeah.
The Nets have 5 players with at least 5 All-Star appearances, so that's pretty incredible. Only the Celtics did that back, that 2010 squad. Fellas, let's leave it there. Everyone's trying to get a chip.
Molly, repeat that.
Okay.
5 players.
So
5
there's 5 players on the Nets with at least 5 All-Star appearances. There's only one other team in history that did that, and that was that stacked Celtics squad back in the day, 2010, 2011. Everyone trying to get a chip. No clouds in my stones. Fellas, let's keep it rolling. Let's get to the team they faced in the West, who you just mentioned. Defending champs, the Lakers making moves of their own, adding Andre Drummond. Stephen A., where did he go to college? Can't remember.
I can't either.
Was it Columbia?
Whatever.
Oh, no. Was it Columbia?
Drummond was posting 17 and 13 for Knight this season. You know what it is. Max.
They're saying it's anti-competitive. They're like, you can guess who some of those are.
Both
They're like this.
salty.
They text me. That's what we do now. That's what I'm saying.
That's why Kawhi didn't go to the Lakers. Kawhi tried to compete against LeBron.
That might make that. I might have to rethink Kawhi because.
Speaking of the number 5.
Yeah.
The Nets have 5 players with at least 5 All-Star appearances, so that's pretty incredible. Only the Celtics did that back, that 2010 squad. Fellas, let's leave it there. Everyone's trying to get a chip.
Molly, repeat that.
Okay.
5 players.
So
5
there's 5 players on the Nets with at least 5 All-Star appearances. There's only one other team in history that did that, and that was that stacked Celtics squad back in the day, 2010, 2011. Everyone trying to get a chip. No clouds in my stones. Fellas, let's keep it rolling. Let's get to the team they faced in the West, who you just mentioned. Defending champs, the Lakers making moves of their own, adding Andre Drummond. Stephen A., where did he go to college? Can't remember.
I can't either.
Was it Columbia?
Whatever.
Oh, no. Was it Columbia?
Drummond was posting 17 and 13 for Knight this season. You know what it is. Max.